Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is episode 23, and as with all Wednesday episodes, I will start things off by reading up on Kerbal Space Program news. So to start things off, the asteroid mission, it sounds like it's almost complete. It's gone through Q&A and quality assurance, I think. Whatever. QA, not Q&A. But it is now going to the experimental team, which I think is kind of like beta testers. I'm not sure, but and also they said something that sounds kind of neat. What they have said is, let me just read it real quick. We've had to move some things around the release schedule, though, to better accommodate everything we have coming this month. So stay tuned for some news about that soon. It's good news. So to me, that sounds like we're either getting the asteroid mission this month, or we're getting 0.24 this month. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like it might be the asteroid mission, though, because just today, I think, they posted some more news about the asteroid mission. They're talking about it at SXSW Gaming Expo, which is starting on the 7th, and they describe the mission actually. What they say is that you will have to identify which asteroids you want, and then redirect them, and then use your Kerbals and EVA to conduct experiments on them. So definitely confirmed that there's going to be a lot of asteroids to choose from. And they also say that there will be a new part, a robotic grappling device, which is what you will use to grab the asteroid and move it. But you can use it for other things too, so this part will be one of the most useful things, I'm guessing, in the game as far as interacting between your ship and other stuff. And I think it really opens up a lot of new scientific possibilities in the game. You know, they could add items lying around on planets that you could pick up and carry and stuff like that. So, really looking forward to that. Outside of that, they've finished the contract system and it's going to the testers. They fixed some tutorial bugs and are planning a new tutorial. They worked on some animation that I guess is going on their YouTube. And they've been working on the new GUI systems and a tutorial for the asteroid mission, and some more testing on the connection for the server, and that's it. So that's all they've been working on in the past week. It's a lot of stuff and it sounds really cool. But enough of that, let's actually get to getting in orbit around Duna. Something that I'm doing this week that's exciting. I hope I'm doing this week. Oh man. On escape trajectory out of Duna. I like that it's that specific about what it's doing. So we come in within 49 and then we go flinging off into space, which the atmosphere starts at 50, so that is a guaranteed escape vector right there. But what I can do is slow down some more using H, and that brings our speed down. I don't know what speed you have to be going to stay in orbit, so that kind of complicates matters. I think for the first attempt we will try... Whoa, look at that. We'll try 35. I don't think this will be enough, but for a first attempt it will do. Yeah, that works. So let's time warp. Let's get out of the map view so that we can see the planet rush towards us. Said rush towards us. Rush? That's kind of a rush. We're accelerating from the gravity. You know, I don't think I've ever landed on the Duna's moon. Can't remember the name of it even. Ike, maybe? I don't know. Here we come. Textures are loading, and we're in the atmosphere almost. Now we're in the atmosphere, I think. We haven't slowed down though. There it goes. Oh, maybe it started at 40,000. I thought it started at 50,000. Well, if that's the case, then we're definitely going to launch out. Jeez, look at that speed. No way we're going to slow down much for only 5K into the atmosphere. Yeah. Well, we learned some things. Where did I put my F5? I don't remember. I think it was a ways out, actually. So we're going to start going back up soon. We've not really slowed down at all. So that's a complete failure. Yeah, we're still accelerating. And when are we going to start going up again? Oh, there we go. We're going back up. And still, yeah. Okay, F9. Here we are, wherever I was when I did that. Way out here. Okay. I'm facing the correct direction, so I can just fire my RCS and bring this down. This time we will try 25. Taking a bit more than I thought it would from the RCS, but whatever. Okay. And let's once again accelerate towards Duna. Where is it? There it is. It's coming. It's coming. And boom. Into the atmosphere we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, almost. Okay, will this one be more successful? I have no clue. But we will find out. We should at the very least slow down. I just don't know how much. Because I haven't been to Duna all that many times. But we're trying. How much fuel do I have, actually? That's kind of important. Because I have to have enough to lift my orbit back out of the atmosphere on this side once I do get into an orbit. Otherwise, we will crash and burn. Well, we're lower than we were last time. Still accelerating, though. This atmosphere is not very thick. I overestimated how much of an effect it would have on us. Yikes. Come on, start doing something? Anything? We aren't accelerating that much, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna start going back up soon, and we didn't really slow down at all. So next time, maybe 15? See what that does? I really thought this would at least do a little bit. Hey, we did start slowing down right at 25. So it did something, it just didn't do very much, and then we started going up almost right away. Okay, F9 again. This time, 15. Trial and error is the key of this game. $15 will definitely have a huge effect on our speed. If 25 was just starting to. In fact, maybe I should try something more like 17. I think I will. I'll try 17. See what that does. What's going on here? Is that all my monopropellant for this section? Or did my keyboard die? My keyboard died. Aw, man. That gets really annoying. Oh well, there we go. There, 17-ish. We're going in. I guess I could F5 at a lower height now that I know that it doesn't work. That would save some time on all these attempts if I F5'd at 30 or something. Here it comes. And here we are. Yep. Atmospheric braking. Come on, atmosphere. You know you want me to orbit your planet. I guess I could time warp until we get lower down, since I know it doesn't really do anything until 25. And if it's not really doing anything, then there's no real danger in time warp. So get down to 25. And now we exit time warp, just to be safe. And in space news, there's an asteroid that's going to be passing by Earth today, I believe. I don't know what time, but it's going to be closer than the moon, which is always interesting. Not any danger to us on this planet of ours, but still interesting. Oh, we're really slowing down now. Look at that. Probably not enough, though. Dang it. Should have gone with 15, I bet. Then again, it's hard to calculate because you slow down and then you spend longer in the atmosphere and then you slow down more. But it looks like we're just going so fast. Still, that is having a major effect on our speed. But we're about to start going up again. We're almost there, I think. Just a few thousand lower and it would have worked. I'm going to let this one play out. I'll time warp though, since I'm going to F5. Looks like we're pretty safe. Then again, look at that. We're really losing speed. No, we're going out. Farewell, Duna. Our altitude is climbing quite fast, and we're still nowhere near an orbit. Okay, F9. So, hopefully final attempt, probably not though. This time I'm going to F5 at 40,000, just to save a bit of time on the next attempts. If there are next attempts. So that was 17. This time I will do 14. There we go. And once again, face the planet and time warp. Well, while I'm doing this, I guess I can talk about space. They were talking recently about looking into a mission to Europa to maybe check out the water there. Either there's water jets coming out of the surface that spray water up into, I guess, into space. And they were thinking maybe flying a probe through there would be an easy way to check that out. But I think it'd be cool if they actually landed a rover on Europa. I obviously wouldn't be able to go underground and check out the water, but still. We've only actually landed like real probes on Venus, Mars, and Titan. Like those are the only places that we have actual pictures from the surface of. And it would be nice to add Europa to that list. Also, since all those, the Titan and Venus ones, those pictures are so low quality, it'd be cool to have HD pictures of Europa. But here we go. Let's time warp until we get to 25, just like last time. This might be it. Probably not. But it could be close. This is the kind of thing that having the game actually calculate aerobraking, that's what it's called, aerobraking. Couldn't remember it in the last episode. But it'd be nice if the game could calculate that and actually show your adjusted orbit. Because having to just guess this on the fly is not ideal. Especially not for YouTube. But I'm not going to do this outside of video and then act like, oh, I figured it out on my first try. Because I'm a professional. Oh, look at all those little rocks, I think, is what makes those little white flashes. But anyway, we're down at 14. Slowing down quite a bit. Down to 13 now. I didn't think I was going to go this low, so that's a good sign that we have indeed slowed down. The question now is, will we get back out of the atmosphere but stay in an orbit? And we're going back up now. Whoa, we're going back up really fast. But we're still slowing down. This is looking good. Oh god, no. This is looking too good. Get out of the atmosphere quick! Dang it! Go, go, go! Rise! You can do it! Oh, if he gets out of the atmosphere, this is going to be perfect. We're getting out of the thickest part now. Almost at 15. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking real good. Come on, keep climbing, keep climbing. Yes, I think we've done it. If I can just get out here, as long as it doesn't drop below 50,000, because that's where I think the atmosphere kind of begins, but it still lets you time warp because it's barely any atmosphere. Oh yes, we've done it. We have done it. We are going to be in Duna orbit. No, now that I think about it. Do I have any duplicate science experiments on here? No. Wait, atmospheric thing. Don't I have an atmosphere thing? Barometer. Oh. Wait, another barometer? Why can't I do atmosphere? I'm in the atmosphere. Why do I have two barometers? Did I forget a science piece? I have gravioli. Oh, I didn't put the seismic thing on here. That's right. Because this thing's obviously not a lander. Oh well. We're almost out into space again. We've done it. Now, obviously, I could refine this orbit further by pulling this up a bit and then letting it slow down on successive orbits. I might do that, actually. It'd be nice to have the orbit under 1 million. I could also just do that with RCS, because once I detach, this thing's going to have quite a bit of thrust power behind it. Actually, I might want to detach before I pull completely out of the atmosphere. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. That way I can burn up the extra piece in Duna's atmosphere. Okay, we might be in space now. Can I time warp? Yes, I can. F5 right now. I'm calling it. This is a complete success. Now we just need to get out here to the apoapsis. Still 30 minutes out. Okay, that's close enough. It's a bit of a crazy orbit, but that's fine. This was really just a test mission to see how successful I can get to Duna. The answer is very successfully, actually. Now we face this way. It's close enough. H. Oh, look at that. It rises great. I think 30, because that barely has any effect on our speed. I'll F5 right now, actually. And I think detach. We're on our own now. That means I need to enable the... Actually, I'll only enable one for now. This is our battery. Okay. Also, no, I won't, because we're still going in the atmosphere. I really wish I knew why the barometer doesn't work sometimes. I think it only works if you're moving slowly, is the thing. But look at that. This thing doesn't have any lights? No. So, with any luck, this will fall into the atmosphere and blow up. Maybe not on the first pass, but eventually. Anyway, though, heck, I'll F5 right now, I guess. And now let's warp back to the planet, see how much this slows us down. We're circularizing our... Oh, look at that. Texture load. That was quite a nice look. But we're going to see if we can make the orbit a bit less extreme. And I could probably do that with just the monopropellant, but I feel like saving it. Who knows when we might want to re-maneuver this satellite. Heck, we could use the robotic grappling arm to retrieve it and bring it back with us to Kerbin. Put it in a museum. That would actually be really cool. But anyway, we are feeling the effects of the atmosphere now. Not much, but we are. I can just time warp, I guess. I don't think anything's going to happen at 30,000 at 2x. Now what I could do is just let it go through a few times. Each one it will go a bit lower and have a bit more of an effect, and then when I'm happy, I just end it. Because that's not having much of an effect at 30,000. I was hoping a bit more than that. But really, it's almost nothing. And we're about to start heading back up again. Where's the other piece, I wonder? Did it blow up already? I know there is something where parts, if they get under a certain height in the atmosphere, they're just assumed to be destroyed and they vanish or something. That might have happened. I don't know. Oh no, there it is. It's moved ahead of us. I think because it ignores the atmosphere slowing it down, so we slowed down, it kept going. Anyway, let's accelerate some more now that we're heading back up. Because I don't want this to take the whole episode. I want to do the science, too. Okay, now can we do proper acceleration? No? There we go. Let's get around again. Next time around, we will go still at 30,000, actually. Oops. I'll have to lower it a bit. Oh well. Let's get over here. The nice thing with the going to the apoapsis is you slow down a lot, so it's a lot easier to pinpoint. Okay, so want to bring this down just slightly, like 25 maybe? Maybe that would be good. It's just time that we're wasting. not really any danger here. Heck, I'll F5 again. Now zoom in again to the planet. The weird thing about Kerbal Space Program is that doing this is actually fun. You wouldn't think so looking at it, but it is. Heck, let's 3x down to 30. Because I'm starting to get impatient. Normally I wouldn't rush it, but this is YouTube after all. And you guys don't want to watch me orbit 30,000 times, taking 2 minutes per orbit. Okay, 2x, 1x. Now this should have much more of an effect on our orbit height. Maybe not a huge effect though. But I'm kind of paranoid about going any lower than 25. Because I don't want to have too much of an effect. Okay. Still heading down. Taking off thousands off of our meters so far. We're not even at 25 yet. Still not as much of an effect as I'd hoped for. Doing this atmosphere is really hard to get the hang of. Because it's so thin. Well, it's doing a pretty good job, I guess. I could use my RCS, but I don't want to waste it. In fact, I'm going to turn it off. So I don't accidentally waste any of it on SAS. Almost there. Then we start heading back up again. Any second now. And heading back up. Yeah, that didn't do very much. Time warp. I don't think anything's going to fall off. Because we're accelerating, not slowing down, so the atmosphere is not doing all that much to us. Dang, I'm going to have to go to 20,000 if I want any chance of doing this. My goal, I think, is probably about 500,000. I think that's a good height. Yeah. It is Ike. Okay. And I'm going to accelerate more. 3x. Come on. I want a time limit here. I don't want to end this episode until I'm in a proper, not in the atmosphere orbit. 4x. Okay, now we should be... Yep. Come on, go, go, go. Next pass around we'll go down to 20,000. On the plus side, I'm getting the hang of this, so maybe next time I come here I'll know what I'm doing better. There we go, now we can time warp. Yeah. Whee! Close enough, as usual. Let's just rotate to the correct position, turn on RCS, and press it in the right direction, please. There. I think that should have... I'm hoping that will get us under 1 million. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very disappointed. F5. Whee! Come on. They could do a bit better with the time warp code, like making it more predictive. Instead of forcing you to a certain time warp, it could just cut out at a certain predicted point, like right there. Not right there, but you know, where it would enter the atmosphere instead of forcing you to slowly ramp down the speed. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get the 3x on until 30,000. And then we'll 2x to 25, I think. Because I don't think this is really in endangering the craft in any way. This is looking good so far. Okay, down to 1x again. Let's, oh. Okay, we're under 1.2 M. M as in million, not as in meters. And dropping, still not having as much of an effect as I hoped. We're not there yet though, so maybe it will. Because we're spending a lot of time in this last bit of atmosphere. That is having a nice effect though. We're not even down to that. Okay. Yeah. Dang it. I don't think it's going to get my goal. Well, maybe. Got us almost halfway there so far, and we're not going up yet. We might have gotten under 1 million then. I'm just not taking enough risks. And almost going back up. Actually, I think I did it more than I expected. Because it took longer to reach 19 than I thought. And going back up. Oh, look at that. Under 1 million. I might just call it here and leave it in an orbit that's under 1 million. But it will be a lopsided orbit. One side will go to like 60,000 and the other side will go to whatever that ends up being once I get out of here. About 900,000 probably. Looking at the numbers. Oh, under 900,000. Yeah, I think that sounds good. We can always edit the orbit again later. But in some ways that's an ideal orbit because it lets us do close to the planet science and far away from the planet science. In real life. In Kerbal Space Program, there's no real distinction. There is in the atmosphere and outside of the atmosphere. And maybe way out here there'd be far away. I have no clue. Wow, look at that. And I was worried it wouldn't even go under 1 million. See, this atmosphere is very tricky to figure out. Okay, think I can afford to 2x at 25? I think so. Close enough. Let's get into space. So I can end this. I didn't really expect to spend the entire episode doing this, to be perfectly honest. 3x. Come on. Heck, I'll 4x it. Why not? Make sure it's not blowing up. No, it looks perfectly fine at this height. And we should be in proper space. Yes, we are. I'm going to F5 right now because I said so. Now let's get out here and pull the orbit up and then call it an episode after I do the science. Looks like just 2 science things? Is that really all I brought? Temperature and gravioli, I think? Oh well. Okay, 15, whatever. 5 minutes, close enough. Okay, RCS on. Pull this orbit up. There we go. An official Duna orbit. F5'd. Okay, science. How does it look from the top of our orbit? Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's weird. Woo. The lighting doesn't load. Whatever. So here we are. What science devices do we have? We have Gravioli. 140 science. The sensor passes over the mottled surface of Duna. Gravity appears lowest in the massive canyon that stretches across the surface. This is space high over Duna. Dang, we're going to lose most of the science transmitting. Oh well. Transmit. Let's hope we have the power for it. Ooh, look at that power drain. Uh-oh. It only sent 20 data, or is it still sending? I think it's still sending. Yep. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Yep. Transmitting from Duna takes a lot more power. That is why having solar panels everywhere is a good idea. Actually, I could probably rotate this thing. Which one rotates that way? No, no. Which one? Dang it. No. I really wish I knew. O, P, L? Dang it, I used to know. No, that's H. We're gonna mess up my orbit here. Unless I figure this out. I could have sworn it was U and Y, but they aren't doing anything. And I just does that. RCS off, maybe? No, I need RCS on to figure this out. Ooh. This is going to take forever. Dang it, I'm not ruining my orbit, am I? No. What are the controls? I want the rotation controls that I can't remember for some reason. Oh, there it is, E. Okay, now it looks like 2 panels are in the sun. So maybe that'll send a bit faster? I don't know. Holy crap, this is taking forever. I think I'm actually just going to end the episode here, and I'll let it finish sending, and then I'll start up the next episode. So yeah, this has been KaBob799. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see more. Like this video if you liked it. Comment if you have anything to say. And I will see you in the next episode.